Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Fluctus channel. Exquisite technology that makes it not just nimble, but extremely smart and sneaky. It takes advantage of the new technologies in fighter design on the horizon, including composite materials, lightweight alloys, advanced flight control systems, integrated avionics, more powerful propulsion systems, and, most importantly, stealth technology. It resulted in an F-22 with a high angle of attack and controllable at very low speeds with high maneuverability.
Okay, I'm good when you're recording.
Okay, we're ready.
The F-22 Raptor has a powerful NPG jammers to confuse enemy radar by overloading them with several high-frequency waves. In short, the fighter's combination of stealth, aerodynamic performance, and mission systems enable unprecedented air combat capabilities. It's hard not to be surprised that pilots refer to this fighter as a beast in aerial combat because of its air dominance. This jet has an interesting background and history in its development. The F-22 Raptor was unveiled in 1997. Influenced by the emerging world threats, especially after the Soviet Union introduced the Sukhoi Su-27 flanker. And Mikoyan MiG-29 in 1985. The USAF wanted the next generation of fighters to be better in performance than the current generation fighter, which is the F-15 Eagle, with upgraded features and technology. Its stealth technology is very interesting. It uses the concept that human beings are able to see colors because certain wavelengths of energy are reflected back to the eyes. The paint on the aircraft absorbs radio waves. So that the radar source doesn't receive any radio waves. These coatings prevent the jet from being located on enemy radar. Before the advent of robot technology, applying these coatings required enormous human effort. This process has associated risks, since working with low observable materials means everything deals with chemicals. Using robot technology makes the job easier and faster, and removes the risk associated with these forms of chemicals. In addition, robotic coating technology saves the Air Force approximately $15 million in costs. This fighter jet also has an impressive ability to manipulate the direction of thrust from its engines and to control its altitude and angular velocity. This capacity is known as thrust vector control, which has great usability during combat. The vectored thrust-capable engine gives the aircraft the added maneuverability not available to aircraft with conventional engines. Hot exhaust gases from the engine and afterburner are directed out of the jet engine's back end by a nozzle. A large area of clip delta type makes up the F-22's wings. Its 2,000-pound wings are made of titanium and composite material. Large leading-edge flaps on the wings help it move quickly at low speeds and achieve an extreme angle of attack of more than 70 degrees. Making its highly mobile leading-edge flaps one of its flight control surfaces. This F-22 military jet is equipped with 3 weapon bays. A large main bay located on the bottom of the fuselage, and 2 smaller bays on the sides of the fuselage. Open the door when a missile is ejected from the plane, for instance, which must also be closed again to preserve stealth. The F-22 has an aggressive maximum performance takeoff that can be hard to beat by other fighters. This is because it's a weighty fighter, with wings larger than most other jets. Thus, it has better body lifting properties and more advanced aerodynamics. It can climb up to 68,900 feet per minute, which is around 350 meters per second. It can achieve a very steep angle of vertical takeoff with a 90-degree twist to level off. Each of the 2 Pratt & Whitney turbofans on the F-22 produces more than 35,000 pounds of thrust. Because of this, the F-22 is able to travel at a speed of 1,500 miles per hour. In the military world, the development of aerial refueling was one of the greatest leaps in fighter lethality. This F-22 has an internal fuel capacity of nearly 18,000 pounds. And can carry additional fuel tanks on its wings. It can also be refueled mid-air. The pilot pulls up the jet slightly behind and below the tanker. After that, the tanker extends its 50-foot-long boom, which has tiny flight control surfaces on it. Using those control surfaces, the boomer, seated in the back of the aircraft, guides the boom into the aircraft's fueling port. A seal is created as soon as contact is made. And fuel starts transferring at several thousand pounds per minute. The director's lights on the tanker's bottom will then be used to maintain the precise position until the jet is fully topped off. It generally takes 5 to 10 minutes, though the exact time depends on how much fuel is transferred. Another type of fighter jet in the F category is the Lockheed Martin F-35 Lightning II. It's a single-seat, single-engine, all-weather stealth multi-role combat aircraft. It has advanced aerodynamics, survivability in high-threat environments, and an enhanced ability to provide pilots and allied assets across operational domains with robust situational awareness. The development of this fighter is the result of the Joint Strike Fighter program to replace an aging fleet of mission-dedicated airframes.
Well, Joint Strike Fighter program is an effort by the Marine Corps to bring a new modern aircraft that's already been put into Buford and Miramar and even Iwakuni and Yuma in Arizona. So it's already out there. We just haven't gotten it yet in Cherry Point.
The F-35 has a special helmet for its pilot.
And like I said, go ahead and as far as it goes. Yep, and go ahead and release it, and I'll snug it down for comfort. Yeah.
And video from below the jet. Situational awareness of the battlefield on display. The helmet allows pilots to see everything around the F-35 without having to tip the aircraft.
The helmet that we have and the ability to project information both day and night in the helmet and be able to cue weapons and cue sensors with your helmet and have that displayed to you, it's a massive increase for situational awareness. So if you've seen Iron Man, then yes, it could be compared to that level of situational awareness. And I don't think of it as much of a helmet as it is part of the airplane, because it's the way we interact with the airplane.
The F-35 can carry weapons internally in a stealth configuration and externally in permissible environments.
10 seconds, clear to release. 5,
carrying over 18,000 pounds of total military weapons and ammunition. It has a high range of gun strafing, the military practice of attacking ground targets from low-flying aircraft with its mounted gun. The addition of the Gatling guns will increase the lethality of the aircraft, which already carries an impressive arsenal. The Gun Airborne Unit, or GAU-22A, a 4-barrel 25mm Gatling gun, has been designed for rapid fire in order to cover an enemy with gunfire and destroy targets quickly. Its creator claims it can fire 3,300 rounds per minute, which is truly impressive. The weapon's incorporation into the F-35 stealth fighter improves its capacity to launch air-to-air attacks and offer close air support to ground troops. The impressiveness of this aircraft and its air dominance. The military sometimes showcases the weaponry of this fighter by having a load competition. This happens between different crews where they compete against each other. This competition usually covers a wide area of expertise demonstration. Including a written test, uniform and toolbox inspection, and the eventual loading portion. The load portion is an interesting phase, where the competing crews are evaluated on the speed and accuracy of loading ammunition into the aircraft. In general, the competition tests the knowledge and proficiency of the airmen.
Dedicated crews who participate in today's competition are the 18th Aircraft Maintenance Unit, the Blue Foxes.
The F-16 is a compact, multi-role fighter aircraft. It has demonstrated its effectiveness in air-to-air combat and air-to-surface attacks and is very maneuverable. It can generate combat air power and can also perform low-altitude strafe runs. The fighter aircraft has attained several configurations and numerous enhancements designed to keep it at the forefront of international security, strengthening its position as the world's Indeed, the specific features of each of these aircraft make them special combat aircraft. The amazing advancement